After experiencing or having witnessed a loved one endure the long line of damage narcissists create for others makes seeing them get away with it hand over fist go from being mind-boggling to becoming utterly disgusted by it. Lickety-split. At times, it can legitimately make you wonder if perhaps alongside their head that they have wedged up the ass of their false self lies a horseshoe or lucky pair of rabbit feet. But you see, as much as they will fight at all cost to appear and come off as if they are stronger, wiser, better, and more superior to all, narcissists never really win at anything, because for a narcissist, the game never ends. But above that, the real reason they don't is because their life is but a world of pawns that have no intrinsic value or meaning. Instead of developing true connections or bonds with anyone in any relationship throughout their life, they burn bridges and create chaos. They have no real identity, authenticity, integrity, humility, or moral compass of any kind, shape-shifting from one to the next, and are not only someone you never knew outside of nothing more than the illusion that they used to dupe you into believing, but they are just as much of a stranger that never exists to themselves. Their whole life is an ongoing game of dress-up, spending the days of their lives hurting, lying, and conning others, buying into these illusions so they can then take advantage of, use them to fulfill their desires and needs, validate their delusions, and get pleasure out of seeing you suffer. And let me assure you, you will suffer as a result of their deliberate maliciousness. Oh, you will suffer indeed. And though they had absolutely no right, nor is it justifiable in any form to make you suffer at the hands of their own internal unholy war, what gives you the advantage and why really you are the one with the upper hand is because in time you will reach that point where enough is enough. That point where you can't take any more, where you have surpassed the max capacity of pain and how much of one person's bullshit you can handle, where you get to the point that it feels like they have poured high-octane fuel into your open wounds that they have deliberately inflicted. Then light a match, and as they go to flick it at you, yell out for you to catch before they haul ass out the back door. It's in these crossroads that sets you apart and gives you the ability of being infinitely stronger, wiser, and having the better hand than they could ever scrounge up in their wildest delusions on top of the greatest attraction over there in Fantasyland Island. In these times when you get that slap in the face from reality, hardship, failure, betrayal, and heartache, when the only two choices you have are either close your eyes and pretend that you're not on fire as you burn, or stop, drop, and roll and fight for your life. Because you have the ability to muster up the courage by digging deep and remembering where you came from, and more importantly, who you are. You have the ability to grow stronger, to acknowledge the pain and face the harsh reality of who they are. You have the option to know your worth and are capable of healing because you have authenticity, empathy, compassion, and a core identity, which gives you the capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, and to ultimately rise above from out of the darkness from which we suffer. It may feel like the narcissist is winning in those times when you're curled up in fetal position, lying on the bathroom floor, bawling your eyes out, and they are out on the town living it up and partying like it's 1999. You may even think, damn, it must be nice to not give a single fuck about anything, but that is no kind of life to live. And in the end, they don't win but a single thing, except being guaranteed that they have an all-inclusive special pass with their name on it to spend eternity in the lake of fire in the sky, where they will have themselves the opportunity of seeing what it's like to repeatedly get fucked up the ass by Satan. Being in these crossroads isn't easy, and it may take a couple times of standing in front of them to realize that choosing to stop, drop, and roll and saving yourself doesn't make you selfish or some kind of a monster, because trying to withstand the flames in effort to save them is only going to prolong the suffering for you until you eventually become consumed by the fire. And you can best believe they are going to stand there and watch you burn, because you can't save them any more than they want to be saved. But by choosing to stop, drop, and roll and accepting the only one that you can save is you, and that you are worth saving, and by no longer willing to participate in their game, well then, the game's over and you've won. You didn't get succumbed by the smoke or the flames. Rather, you walked out your own hero. That doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a survivor. All the while, they will continue burning bridges, completely devoted to the upkeep of their delusional sense of power, because they fail to see, in the end, they have trapped themselves inside this circle of fire, without a soul in sight that they are able to control or hurt in order to feel powerful, and in turn renders their call of one to be completely useless, because being powerful and being strong are two entirely different things. And control is really just another word for insecure. And without others to put down so they can feel big, makes them powerless. And their delusions get burnt up into ashes. And remember that in time, your wounds will heal. And though there's no way to escape this, unscathed and unscarred, wear those scars as wings and let them serve you as not a reminder of what you've endured, but rather to serve as an inspiration and a reminder of all that you have overcome. Getting duped by these demonic bedbugs does not make you foolish or blind, because you didn't know, and you didn't deserve it any more than you deserve being haunted by the fear from the past and what these people have done to you. Life is far too short, and your time is much too precious. Don't let them take you out for good. Knowing is half the battle, and what you didn't know then, you do now. Go live the life that you were born to do, the things that bring you joy and put a smile on your face, and remembering who you are at the core. Love yourself enough to be free. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.